We're back.
Welcome back, everybody. For all of you watching at home, this episode is our PAX East dedicated special.
Post PAX East dedicated special. Because last week we had a PAX East special, and the week before that, I think we had PAX East.
No, we made an announcement 2 weeks ago, and then last week was our goodbye speech.
Yes.
This week is our PAX special.
Okay.
Yep, I laid it out in my head. I just never told you.
Okay. So we were talking about Halo 5 that we both played there.
Which we talked a lot about.
Yes.
So I think it's time to shift a little bit.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to bring it a little bit away from the games that we saw, but did you notice PC gaming was very heavily represented there?
Oh yeah, PC gaming was highly represented there.
Now, I'm of the opinion that the PC is the master race, currently, just because of the diversity of it. Although I do give consoles their just dues, and I still game on consoles very heavily as well. But I was very fascinated about all the custom builds that they were doing, and the MSI booth that had all the different graphic cards out.
There were so many computer companies there. It was Newegg, HyperX, MSI.
Yep.
All these, and they had these amazing builds everywhere. And it was just like...
Inspiration.
They were just like, well, come up and play. You can play on it. Alienware was giving away stuff. All you had to do was play on one of their systems.
Wow.
And you got a raffle ticket to get it. That's all you had to do.
They also had a SUV in there.
Yeah.
Playing music.
And there was actually computers in the SUV.
I would imagine so, because it's Alienware. Dude, I wouldn't be surprised if there was actually an alien in that truck.
Probably was. Probably was. You just gotta keep all these games powered. Overclock this one.
But,
I don't know.
Yeah, it's fantastic, the amount of hardware that was there. And, you know, it was very inspiring just to see
and
it.
You could buy a lot of it right there.
Oh, yeah. I know you picked up some headphones.
Yeah, headphones from HyperX, but they were also selling and raffling off everything from mice, keyboards, memory, whatever they sold. A lot of them you could actually literally buy the actual hardware there and just walk away with it.
Some people though they would have the ordering,
and a lot of them offered. I think I saw a lot of them offering like free shipping to your house.
I think so.
If you bought it at PAX, it was like free to ship it to your house instead of you carrying it everywhere.
Yeah, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Definitely a lot of bargains. Unfortunately, I didn't take advantage of any of it.
I did, actually. I'm just going to grab this real quick.
Yeah, I know that you did take a little bit of advantage.
I did take a little bit of advantage. We mentioned the HyperX headphones, which were $20 off, no tax. So $20 off before tax, and there was no tax. So yeah, we got HyperX headphones for a pretty good deal. And we got these. And these are actually not the ones that hook up to that adapter that we hunted forever for. These actually hook up to your Wii remote. And
those are good.
Yeah, and see, you know, I got those aftermarket ones that we're tearing apart from Smash.
Yeah,
like they don't survive us. You can see the difference between a truly Nintendo one and an aftermarket one.
Awesome.
Like I don't know how I'm gonna be with this, but look at the C stick. It's actually it's exactly like another analog stick.
Might be better, might not be.
Might be better, might be. I don't know. We'll have to say.
Yep. But
yeah, we did catch great deals there.
So obviously, not only great games and software, but great hardware is there as well.
And interesting ways to show it off, I would say.
Yeah, you mentioned that it's all League of Legends.
Not only that, HyperX, to show off their stuff, actually had Rotterdam, the shoutcaster for StarCraft, heavy streamer. You can actually, take StarCraft lessons from him online. They had him sitting in a corner playing StarCraft, and his screen was facing the crowd. It wasn't like you had to wait in line or something. It was like if you were just walking through the crowd, his screen was facing you. And his webcam was facing you. His Twitch stream was open. He was streaming on Twitch.
Nice.
That is a great way to show off your hardware. Is to have a streamer streaming from your hardware live at PAX in front of everyone, playing a game that they're famous for.
I know you didn't do this. I actually did the free play stuff, where I actually sat down at PAX and played a game of League of Legends.
Yeah.
They had random rigs, just with random hardware. The amount of bandwidth that you got at PAX, I had literally 0 ping. 0.
That would be nice to play.
Yeah, it's great.
And I didn't think about it. So I couldn't. When I was looking at some of those things, I couldn't tell if there was a line or if there wasn't a line. So it was kind of hard to tell.
Also, you mentioned indie games. I think there's actually a more obscure version of that even. Something that I found very popular. I didn't think it would be, but it's very popular. PAX tabletop.
Tabletop, yeah.
In all the swag bags that we actually got tabletop cards, Magic cards.
Yeah.
Which is the most popular tabletop game that you can play.
And the funny thing was, the expo hall closed at 6 every day.
Mm-hmm.
The tabletop hall closed at like midnight.
That's because those games go on forever.
They do, and I kind of laughed because I saw some people like literally sit down in a corner with their friends and play Magic, but other people were like going to these tabletop areas and just meeting random people and playing these games together.
And
so,
it's a great thing. You know what I mean? We call ourselves gamers and we think about video games. We think about actual consoles and PC games and but it's such a diverse name. You know what I mean? Tabletop gamers are gamers too. They just play different ways.
And there were some pretty cool card games there. I saw some
like a lot of customs.
A lot of custom, not even like simple, like not even things like Magic, just things like actual like party games.
Yep.
Like we all know Cards Against Humanity. That's become world famous now.
Yeah.
But there was like one that they were only showing off now, but it actually seemed kind of fun. It was called Fun Employed.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, what you do is you get 4 cards, and there are your things that are on your resume, and then you get the job you're interviewing for, and you have to convince the other player to hire you off of those 4 things. And it's like,
oh, that sounds fun.
It's like, okay, explain how your peg leg, your fear of women, your laser eyes, and your past as a construction worker is going to help you run a Fortune 500 company. Go.
Okay. Well, you see, I lost my leg in actually a very, very, very tragic construction accident where, due to improper safety regulations, my leg actually got sawed off. So now I have a peg leg. So, I'm very strict on the rules and regulations of the construction industry. I actually got LASIK surgery so that way I don't have to use a saw. I can actually laser beam through the girder to steel so that way it's super precise and I don't have to endanger anybody. So I would actually be a very, very competent safety instructor, contractor, and welder. Just don't be near any women.
I was waiting for you to go up with the fear of women thing, but okay. Yeah, so that's kind of, my examples are probably off. I know Daddy Issues is one of the cards. I think a Peg Leg and Laser Eyes is another. There might not
I
be.
could have pulled up Daddy Issues way better.
Daddy Issues.
But
yeah, that game did seem like a lot of fun. Unfortunately, they didn't have it there. They said that the game is not actually finished being made yet. They haven't, but it looked like a lot of fun. The guy, we're gonna email ones.
And on Saturday, which again you weren't there for.
No, unfortunately, I was at the aquarium actually.
Yep, I saw. Me and my friend actually partook. I was gonna say I can't even do it.
Participated?
Thank you. I have something in my mouth. Okay. I'm trying not to crunch it. On a Halo 4 tournament, and in between the rounds of the Halo 4 tournament, we play Magic. So it's a very weird way to do this, but a lot of these games we think of people as, oh well, you're a Halo gamer, or you're a Call of Duty gamer, or you're tabletop, or we're all very, very, very intermittent group of people who, you might love Halo, but hell, you like Battlefield and you like tabletop, or you know what I mean?
Yeah, and you'll be surprised at oh, you like tabletop and Halo actually. So yeah.
Yeah, so it's a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun meeting people actually there.
So it was a very proud moment that I had where even people who didn't know how to play Magic was very willing to try, and it was very nice to see where people just kind of got along. You know what I mean? Even though we're in a tournament, we're competing against one another. We're like hey, and there's a lot of very, very positive camaraderie. I saw every person beforehand, high five and handshake and fist bump and whatever they did normally to greet people.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, "Hey guys, let's have some fun. Good game, everybody." There wasn't any real sour sports about anything. There's a lot of people who getting jokey and getting hype. And you're like, "Oh, you killed me! Oh, you suck! You suck!" But then they're like, "Oh man, good kill, good kill." So I was very happy to see it. You know what I mean? And a lot of the common rage issues I just didn't see, which is very, very nice to see.
No, I didn't see a lot of that either. I didn't even see that when watching like the professional Halo matches there. 'Cause they actually had the season 1 finals there.
Yeah.
And even those, I mean, watching those guys, it's amazing to watch them. Just like their play style, it's almost twitchy. Like every action is a twitch. It's not, you're not sitting there like this. They're like everything's a twitch, but in the end, it really did seem like those guys were actually having fun with what they were doing. It wasn't like, and some of those shots.
Oh, dude, I saw a dude drop down behind a barrier, no scope. It was great.
I saw a dude quick scope through a waterfall, headshot, like just literally dead.
Yeah.
Went like 16-20.
So
that was the longest game of bomb I've ever seen. It actually ended with a no contest.
Nice.
They went over the overtime.
Unfortunately, I didn't get to play any Battlefield Hardline though, but I waited in line for like 2 hours to try. But it looked very, very polished. I'm very excited for it.
Yeah, I did want to play Battlefield Hardline, but I kept looking at the line going, no, if I do that, I'm not going to be able to do anything else.
Well, the problem with it is the line didn't move. Those games look like they take forever.
They do. Because it's
a game of copper robbers.
Yeah, it's not like, oh, we're going to 25 kills. It's, oh, you're going to get this amount of points, you got to get points by doing this, and they can stop you from getting points by doing this, and sometimes people can just be like, okay, here's our strategy. You'll get the points. The rest of us will keep them from getting points.
Yeah.
So.
But it was very, very polished, I noticed.
It is.
A lot of the animations were very, very smooth. The gameplay was solid. It wasn't glitchy. I didn't see people like stuttering and then all of a sudden they're in a different room.
Yeah, I mean, from what I've seen, it's still got some kinks to work out, but it's not released yet.
Well, one thing was for like this stage of development.
Oh yeah, this stage of development is very, very good.
Like, obviously, there's going to be some bugs that they still have to work out. They're in the final stages of testing. Also, I do equate some of that though to being at PAX. Those systems have to go through hell. So
yeah, on for what, 8 hours a day? Not actually, probably more. Probably
they loaded up So
yeah, probably 8.5 hours a day.
8.5 hours of constant use of actually software telling it to randomize stuff, and it's just not a stable situation. So I give a little bit of that for that. But the game itself, I was watching it. There's a guy that would only shoot the first bullet out of a clip for some reason. But he did it so that way when he was reloading, he did the weapon switch to cut down on the time.
Mm-hmm.
He literally go bam switch, bam switch, bam switch, bam switch, and it was very, very just. He was bring out guns, shoot, start the reload animation, end it, bring out the next one, shoot, reload animation, take out that previous gun, shoot, reload animation. It's very, very smooth.
I'm trying to picture what this would look like in real life.
It doesn't work.
Yeah, they got 5 arms doing this, huh?
Yeah, but it was very, very.
Vishnu over there playing.
But what my point with that is the game kept up with what he was doing. It's not necessarily that's realistic or but that's something that people do is they shoot a gun and then they start the reload animation, end the clip. But how many times have you done that and it delays the bringing out of your other gun because the game's trying to process what you're doing? Yeah. They did this in rapid succession over about a 30-second period, very, very well. So I was very happy to see that. It's another game that I'm very, very excited for. Just the amount of destruction you can cause in the game is just appealing.
Okay. And the other game I played was Final Fantasy Type 0.
Oh, how was that? I didn't get a chance to even go near that.
I would say the movement is very twitchy. I felt like if a slight tap on the analog stick and suddenly my guy's doing flips for miles over shit. It's just like, okay.
Now, what kind of game is it?
It's almost like a beat 'em up with Final Fantasy style into it.
Weird.
it is kind of weird because like you got the 4 buttons on the controller, and they all do a different attack. Basically, I'm pretty sure you can pick which ones. My guy was a spellcaster, or just the random one I picked up. He was a spellcaster. He had 3 attack spells and a cure. And basically, you do that, and you do them in combos to get the most damage and everything. And it wasn't like a random encounter thing. You kind of walk, and then you run into the enemy, but you can see the enemy over there. It's not like it's going to go to like an animation, a battle screen.
It kind of reminds me of Xenoblade Chronicles then.
Yeah, kind of. It's like
which I think you would love.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, I would say, actually. But it was what I call it like a classic Final Fantasy game. No, but it's not. It's not a main series game, anyways. It's Type 0. It looks interesting. I don't know much about the story because it was just. I think they really just wanted to show off the battle system.
Yep. So do you think from the battle system preview, would that be something you would play?
I would play it, but if the story was awful, I would probably put it down and cry again.
So mechanically wise, good. You need to see the story first.
Yeah, it's got the words Final Fantasy in the name, and I hold Square Enix to a certain level with story, and if they put the words Final Fantasy in the name, that level goes higher. Because I just grown to expect this from this company. This is the company that's given us Final Fantasy VII, it's given us Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
So I expect more from them because they've given me more before. So if this does not have that good story, it'll be a little disappointing, but I will probably definitely play this game.
Oh, and you told me a little bit earlier today, a game that you got into very, 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 very yesterday, recently.
No.
Which you were talking about a little bit, which is in the category of an indie game.
Yes. I got Binding of Isaac.
You got Binding of Isaac Rebirth, correct?
Rebirth, yes.
Okay.
It was on sale.
Because you heard about the indie game crew from PAX East, and you decided to finally check it out after much prodding from me.
Yes, and I'll probably be checking out a lot more indie games. I actually got a couple from PAX East, a couple that they were showing me about. And they didn't really. It wasn't anything for Binding of Isaac at PAX East, at least that I saw.
There's a few.
There's a few.
Also on all the free replay machines, Binding of Isaac was actually already loaded up.
Yeah.
It was awesome. I played a few rounds.
So, I didn't see that.
Yep.
I did see The Escapist, which is a game that's been out for a while.
Mm-hmm.
It's a game about trying to escape from prison, and it's got several prisons, and they all have these different quirks and everything. It's actually kind of interesting. A lot of people have been playing it on YouTube.
Nice. So, it
is an interesting game. Another game that I actually was talking to one of the creators about, because I think he's one of the creators. I don't know why he would be there promoting the game, but it's called Albino Lullaby. It's an indie survival horror game with no jump scares.
It's fun.
That was actually something they said that they didn't want to do the jump scare. They didn't want to rely on jump scares because they feel like that takes away from everything else about the game. How many people actually know the story of Five Nights at Freddy's?
A lot of you.
Well, that's because it got famous on YouTube.
Well, don't reference it if you're not prepared to back it up.
How many people playing the game figured out the story of Five Nights at Freddy's, or did you go online and read the forums?
Well, to be perfectly fair, though, a lot of things are discussed in the forums and aren't canon.
Yes. How many went to the Wikipedia page to figure out the story like I did?
There you go. There you go.
Because that's the only way I figured out the story of Five Nights at Freddy's, and I've seen millions of gameplay minutes of it.
There you go.
Because an hour or so. But they felt that relying on nothing but jump scares or even adding jump scares would take away from the story. And while I don't necessarily agree with that, if you do jump scares right, it can work.
I would say very sparingly throughout the game, a jump scare or two wouldn't be a bad thing.
Like games that I think did jump scares good were like the original Resident Evil games. I think Silent Hill had a few. They did it good.
Yeah. I would say it was Resident Evil 4.
Resident Evil 4
did jump scares very well as well. Enemy types that, there was a little happening. It was a certain just keep like those.
Yeah, it was. And those did jump scares very well, so I don't know how this game is going to be. I will definitely make sure everyone else can see me play it. But
I think it's going to be more of just like ambient creepy, kind of like.
Yeah, that's what I think it's going to be. I mean, the animation style. I actually have the card over here. The animation style, from what I see, is not overly scary. So they said that it was going to be an atmospheric thing.
Yeah, I would imagine that would be something
So
that's
let me
atmospheric.
Yeah, that's the game right there. So I am going to. I actually have it already. I haven't gotten a chance to try it yet, but I will be playing that.
That'd be something that I'm very curious about the music. That's going to be something that I think is going to be a very big factor.
There were a few other games. One was this medieval game that some guy handed me. He didn't even say anything to me. He's just like, "Here, try this out."
Nice.
And it wasn't a free game. It was just an advertisement. And when I looked on Steam, I'm like, "Oh, it's been in early access since 2013. Oh, do we have another DayZ on our hands?"
But
So I don't know if I'll be checking that one out until it comes out of early access. But if it does come out of early access, I'll probably check it out.
so I'm just going to use you as my indie game tester for a while.
Yeah, I want to test indie games out because indie games, I feel like if they don't have the money to get the graphics or something like that, then they have to do something else and make the game more fun.
I think, honestly, for indie games, it's when I go on there, I don't expect graphics. You know what I mean? I expect gameplay.
Exactly, but I expect gameplay that will rival the AAA games.
Well, that's what I'm expecting.
Yes.
Good gameplay.
So that's kind of what I'm hoping I'll get with the indie games.
Yeah.
So,
Kind of like, for example, Binding of Isaac, where that's kind of like original Legend of Zelda kind of thing. Not story wise.
no, but it's got
the gameplay.
It's got an interesting story. It's got interesting gameplay.
Yep.
You know, it's difficult, but it's not difficult because the game mechanics are awful.
It's because it's freaking hard.
It's difficult because it's just hard. The levels are randomized, so sometimes it's like, oh look, there's something I need, but I don't have bombs, and then you go around the whole freaking level. It's like I never got a freaking bomb, or look, there's.
Just wait until you get to 6 floors in and there's no keys.
Oh, I've already gotten that. I've already gotten 6. I've already not 6 floors in, but I've already got no keys. I got one level that had 3 doors that needed keys and 2 chests that needed keys, and not a single key on the level.
Yeah, it happens a lot.
I was so pissed off. I was like, and then I was sitting there thinking, well, it's kind of good because I had to choose. And
golden key doors first.
yes, that's the one I would have chosen first, but then I wouldn't have had a key for the other stuff.
Yeah, that one gives you a guaranteed item.
Yeah, that one gives me a guarantee. What if the item sucked? I've had the item screw me over.
Yeah, but the chances of that being an item versus the other ones are better. So if you choose the other ones and you get an item, there's still that chance of it being sucky. So you're going with the highest possible chance.
Yeah.
Min-max.
Also, if anyone out there has an indie game that I should try, send it to me. If you're an indie game developer, tell me. I'll play your game.
I was going to say, you might want to tell him to also let you play his game. Because, I mean, doesn't do that like, hey, I'm an indie game developer. Screw you!
Hey, I'm an indie game developer. That's cool for you. Just walk away. I'm so proud of that guy.
You make me proud.
He's doing something with his life. He's a real MVP right there.
But now I have a question for you
Yes.
as we wrap this up. How hard did reality hit you today? Because I understand that you didn't go to work yesterday.
No, I did not. I actually stayed home and actually did a lot of editing yesterday, so it wasn't even like a day of relaxing. It was.
Yeah, but how hard did reality hit you today?
Oh, very hard. I got to work and 40, 50 emails waiting for me. I was like, God damn it, people, didn't you read the away message?
Not only that, but just, oh my goodness, I forgot life.
Funny thing was, you know, we went on vacation, we went to PAX, but it's not like I actually took a vacation because I got up early every day.
Yeah,
it was a very busy day, so it wasn't a resting day. And even when I came home and had that extra day to rest, I sat there and went, no. I'm inspired by PAX. I gotta get this editing done, so I edited. I got like 5 videos done.
You didn't put pants on that day.
What?
You didn't put pants on.
I did.
Liar.
I had to.
We all know, Adam.
I had to go out.
No, you didn't. Don't try to lie for the camera. We all know you didn't put pants on that day. Liar.
Well, if I tilt the camera up far enough, it won't even look like I'm wearing pants now.
Exactly.
Let's do that.
But anyways, yeah, for me, I unfortunately didn't get a rest day. I went right back to work on Monday.
Yeah, you came home a lot earlier than I did, but even that.
Well, that was mostly unpacking.
Yeah.
I did my unpacking because I had to go to work next day.
That's what I did on yesterday too. Was unpacking, washed all the clothes that I brought with me. It was.
So, yeah. So Monday morning was a big wake up shot because I just had a ton of fun. I always even though I woke up early, I wasn't miserable. You know what I mean? I went there, I was like, at least I'm here. At least I had some fun. I go Monday morning, I'm just like, oh my goodness, this is what normal people do for a living. Oh my goodness, this is worse. Why can't I be a famous YouTuber already? This sucks.
Because I do all the
Sad.
editing.
Yeah, you need to set up your game. I need to become a famous YouTuber. You need to set up your game. You need to start fixing more things in post.
Fixing more things in post. Oh.
But I'll say that's all the time that we have. Thank you for dealing with our ramblings of PAX and all of our overexcitedness and all of our slight bragging.
Yep. And thank you to the people that started following us on Twitter for tweeting about PAX. I love that.
And thank you, Valley Againer, once again for hosting us and giving us some viewers.
Yes, thank you so much.
I say we do appreciate it. And say we don't take you for granted. You're forever in our hearts.
Yes, and very happy to see you at PAX, actually. Nice to see you there.
Alright, well, I'm going to say we have to get off, unfortunately. So I love all your faces. We'll see you next week.
Goodbye, everybody.